Welcome to another episode on Destination Jamaica, where we are interviewing wonderful entrepreneurs in Jamrock. So today we have Rory from Jamaican Care Packages, really great company that packages a little bit of home for you who's not in Jamaica, right? So Rory, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I'm the founder of Jamaican Care Packages. We send care packages to Jamaicans and Caribbean immigrants that miss the sweet taste of home. I'm born and raised in Kingston, Jamaica, and
Mhm.
just love to have a good time and really, just want to continue and just increase the relationship between Jamaicans at home and Jamaicans abroad.
That's beautiful. But Rory, you know that one of the things that we mentioned when we were speaking prior, I'm just going to put it out there that people say that it's best to go abroad and build yard than to stay a yard and build yard, right? But you are
Mhm.
one of the companies that have proven differently. You have actually made a connection between the diaspora and at yard. Why did you decide to stay in Jamaica and do your business?
That's such a loaded question because even though I'm here now, there was a time in the past where I considered, boy, maybe maybe abroad would be better for even me. I
Mhm,
always joke with my friends and said, I've been wanting to migrate for like 15 years.
mhm.
But I mean, I'm very happy with the decision that I made to stay here. I think how things are now, it's best for me to be here because I can continue growing the company. And I just always have a feeling that, especially for business, if you want to have your own company, I think it's you're gonna have I think you're able to build a bigger company in Jamaica, just because your base is here, your friends, your network is here. It's just easier to make bigger moves in your own country than to migrate and to try and be making the same moves abroad. So while I'm not against anybody migrating because they have to do what's best for you, I do feel that if we want to see the best change for Jamaica, we really have to do it from here. And I'm happy that I've seen other business owners really pushing for that locally.
Yes, me too. Thanks. Now, the next question is, Rory, you mentioned that you are the founder of Jamaican Care Packages. You could have started any business because you told me that you're the business guy. Why
Yes, yes.
Jamaican Care Packages?
Um, it's such so as you know, I'm the business guy, and before Jamaican Care Packages or JCP, it's like I was trying all these different ventures, these complicated things, these sexy products, and nothing worked. Like I was trying to build this startup to help companies with tracking their vacation that nobody cared, nothing worked. And it wasn't until I was on Facebook probably 7 years ago, and a friend that was in Japan, she said, boy, I'd love some chippies right now. I said, oh, wow, I can do that. Remember,
Yes.
like I jumped out of bed, sent an email to our friend, saying, hey, what do you think about this? I can send Jamaican snacks to Jamaicans abroad. He's like, yeah, man, that's so good. And just like that. And I look back and I say, it's so funny how just a simple idea that is solving a real problem is the one that has taken off versus some of my previous ventures, which were just trying to be cool and
Mhm.
they didn't really get anywhere.
You definitely have the entrepreneur spirit, though, Rory, being that you went through several ventures but never gave up. And that one casual conversation that you had with a friend, we just want some
Mhm.
chippies, banana chips. You saw it as an opportunity to do more. So
And
kudos to you.
let me say, it wasn't even a conversation. She had just so remember back in the day, this is some years ago, and I think Facebook had like a wall or something like that. She just wrote it on her, like on her, she just wrote it out to the world. So it
Mhm,
wasn't even like she was sending me a message telling me she loved trippies. She
mhm.
just posted it and I saw it.
Okay, that's great. So were you always on the lookout for business opportunities or anything that could become a business back in the day?
Yeah, and funny enough, I would say even there's a part of that still in me. So
Mhm.
So I've really been forced to stay focused on JCP and just try and build it try and build it up as much as I can. Because when I see these other business opportunities, I want to jump on them. But I really have to stay focused. But yeah, I would say that has really been a big part of me, especially back then. I was very big on solving problems, Like whenever I saw like a problem, I was just like, cool, this is like a business opportunity. So that has always been a big part of me.
Yeah, that's like me as well. But I definitely do understand you focusing on something to just have it grown. And then you can probably diversify or do several businesses. So that's very key in what you're saying as an entrepreneur, because we get lost in several ideas and we want to do everything, but it's not humanly possible, especially when you don't have a team. Now let's talk about your baby that's blossoming, JCP, Jamaican Care Packages, right? Tell us about it. Tell us on it, because I know a lot of people probably don't know about JCP as yet.
Sure. So how I like to put it as, we're just connecting Jamaicans abroad back to home. We understand that persons migrate for a better life. But, based on what I've heard, when they get there, man, it can be tough. The weather, the people, the culture, and of course, the food, sometimes it hit them hard. And pretty much we understand that a large part of their connection back to Jamaica is the food that they grow up loving and they miss. So we just provide a quick and simple way to get all of your Jamaican and Caribbean goodies delivered right to you.
Okay, so we're talking about chippies, and yes. I saw that you have jackass corn the other day because I was on the site, and also Easter bun was you were doing the bun.
Bun and cheese, tigers, jackass corn, tambourine ball, the list goes on and on. And and it's so funny, is like, because sometimes people are like, hey, but this product isn't Jamaican. So let me give you an example. So something like Bigfoot. Bigfoot, if you actually turn over and you look at the bag, it's actually not from Jamaica, it's from Trinidad. But tell me what, when I was in high school and prep school, I was eating Bigfoot every day. So it's not the case where, okay, these are Jamaican only products. These are products that Jamaicans love and miss from home or from back in the day, and they're able to get it via the website.
Yeah, man, because a lot of those are from Trinidad, but they're tied to special memories. It's another Caribbean country, so no worries about that.
Yes. I agree.
No, you spoke about actually building JCP for how many years now?
So I went full-time in 2016. So when full-time 2016, we had moved into our office and started hiring employees 2017.
Okay. Could you tell us a little bit about that journey from idea to actually becoming a real business?
Of course. Well, first thing I have to give huge shout out and thanks to my parents, Richard and Carol Walker. When I started it back in I do it nights and weekends, 2014, I remember I was gonna approach this differently because of my failures in the past. So I said, I'm not gonna spend months developing this website, and because I tried that, it didn't work. So I said, I'm going to just be as simple and just build the simplest thing and get it in front of customers as quickly as possible. So I have a blog, Rory-Walker.com, and I just put a page on it. You can just go to the page, you can just see some of the products. Well, there was only one package at the time, and there was a PayPal link. You press PayPal and you buy. Quick, simple. I got it up in like a weekend actually.
Wow.
So I had sent like 50 messages to my friends and family abroad because, as I said, I just wanted customers to just get the feedback and see if anybody would buy. And I got my first order like a week later from Michelle, who I went to prep school with. I haven't spoken to her in probably 15 years. And she went ahead and she placed the order. So then I did it nights and weekends while I had my full-time job. I had the help of my parents. I remember when orders started to pick up. Remember some nights I would go to bed leaving them up packing packages, you
Mm.
know? And I said to myself, boy, this is it. I'm just so grateful to have parents who really believe in me and want to help me. And then I remember when orders was up, everything was pointed in the actual direction for me to go full time. And I
Mhm.
remember, of course, I was so scared because, you know, of course, it's easy to have a little side business because you
Yeah.
know the 25th you have the salary coming in.
Yeah.
But when it's time to leave that salary now, they said, "Why you're not so sure?" So I
Mhm.
spoke to some local business owner friends that I had.
Mhm.
They're like, "Boy, no Rory, if I had these numbers, I would go full time." And I went full time, and everything has been growing ever since.
Oh, that's great. You have a strong community backing you there, family, friends.
Yeah, man. And that's so important because, and I definitely want to share this, is that from the outside looking in, people say, "Oh, everything nice, man. Business good, money I make, everything nice." No, in business, trust me,
Mhm.
this is the this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yes.
And if you're outside looking in, you think it's all roses, just like how
Mhm.
people think abroad is like a bed of roses.
Mhm.
It's not like that with business. This is incredibly hard, the hardest thing I've ever done. And I'm just so grateful for the support that I have from my friends and family.
Yes, I definitely understand. It is the hardest thing. I'm
And
also
it is.
an entrepreneur, and trust me, there are nights. And every month, being that you have employees, you have to think, oh, I need to get money in to pay them because they
Oh,
depend
yeah,
on you for their life and living and
100%.
so forth. Yes. But you mentioned the first product. Before I have a follow-up question, I wanted to clarify the first product that you sent out on your blog. Was it the chippies?
So, okay, so when I say product, I mean sort of package in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, so as you know, with everything it changes based on customer feedback. I always say how, as a business owner, you think you know what your business is gonna be, but it's only when you put it in front of customers that's when you figure out what it's gonna be. So my first package, it was just like a sort of, it was just one package. You spent, I think it was like $30 on it. So of course, it included chippies. I want to say Milo, corned beef, and bun, and probably like some coffee things.
Mm-hmm.
So that was how we started. I think I had called it the full care package.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we started with that. There was probably six products in the one package. But just based on customer demand, based on feedback, we found out that people didn't want just one package. People wanted to choose from hundreds of products and stuff. So we
Mm-hmm.
started to increase the catalog week by week to where
Mm-hmm.
we're now probably around 120 products, and you can now customize your package.
Okay, that's awesome. Before we move on to the second part of the interview, tell people where can they find you, where can they support you and get the products?
Sure. So the website is jacarepackages.com. We also have an app in the Apple Store and the Play Store. So you can just go on your Apple Store, type in Jamaican Care Packages, download the app, and you can actually and you can place your full order from the app. You can pay using any major credit card or any Visa debit card or PayPal. And yeah, you just choose what you want, add it to your cart as you would any other website, pay for it, and then our team here locally will source the products and send it to you.
Okay, awesome. So if you want to support Rory, you should, because definitely I can testify the process is seamless and also you get your stuff on time. And it
Yes.
was very tasty and fresh, so you
So,
don't have to worry about that. Check out Jamaica care packages. Now let's speak about the challenges. Operating
mm,
business in Jamaica can be pretty challenging. And also just being an entrepreneur overall, it's no easy feat. It's one of the hardest thing that you've ever done in your life, right? And people see the roses, but they don't know the thorns and all the things that you need to make the soil nutrient rich so that the rose can grow. So let's speak about the top three challenges that you had so far. And if you want to speak about how you overcame each, if you had, that would be great.
sure. So I would say the first one is, and this was more at the beginning, not so much now. The first one was just back in 2014, 15, this whole online Jamaican snacks thing, it wasn't anything. So a lot of people thought it was a scam. And as you can imagine, Jamaicans abroad back then, a lot of them, they weren't very comfortable with this whole online thing. A lot of people thought it was a scam because, as you should know, the whole scamming and the whole lottery scamming thing in Jamaica was very big at that time. So it's like, we really had to put in an effort to let people know that no, this is not a scam. No, when you send your money, you are gonna get your snacks. So I guess how I overcame that is, at the time, I had let persons know that, hey, there's actually a real person behind this, and the person is Rory, and Rory is going to ensure that you get all of your snacks fresh. And I remember, so when somebody got their package and they posted on Facebook and they said, boy, and they would write a comment and they say, hey, boy, Rory from home, like, set me up, like, not set me up, but like, sort me out. Yeah. And it's like, like, wow, like I love that. Like, I just love that person just had a connection back to Jamaica and had a connection back to me. So I would say that was the first challenge, but we're easily able to get over that, because when persons got their packages, they would just start posting it all over Facebook, all over WhatsApp, and then people would be like, oh, okay, this is a real thing. The second thing, which is for any online business in Jamaica, it is so hard. Things are a little better now because of the banks are finally getting around allowing online commerce. But back in 2014, 15, 16, it was just a disaster. To have a website, allow persons to use their card, it was just horrible. So I remember I was using PayPal for a long time. And of course, PayPal had to send me a check. It would take me a month to reach to where I live. Yeah. And another week to change the check. So just think of that. You have a business that you're trying to run, and your cash flow is like 5 weeks apart. Imagine how immensely hard that is, because it's the same cash you have to be using to buy products and send and also ship products. So it was very, very tough for us. So what we decided to do at that time, which was really the only option at that time, we had to register a company in the US, which allowed us to easily accept credit cards abroad, and then we will send like a wire down to our Jamaican bank account. I was saying, the local banks are finally coming around to it. So if I was starting a business now, I probably wouldn't have to do that. Yeah, but that's what I had to do for back in the day. And the last challenge would have been just in terms of the shipping. Shipping out of Jamaica can be difficult, can take a long time. Back in the day, we used to tell persons around 8 to 10 business days. And for the most part, it was fine. Some persons got quicker, a few persons got a little after, but everything worked out. But then when COVID hit, that 8 to 10 days went to like a month and a half, 2 months. Yeah. I remember I heard some stories of some other persons who were setting up items. They said how after a month and a half, the package haven't even leave Jamaica yet. Wow. And one thing I always say, my customers are Jamaicans and I love them, but we know how serious Jamaicans are when it comes to their money. So, somebody come online, them spend their money, and after a couple weeks, them get them tracking number, them tracking it, and they say they believe Jamaica yet, them vex, So it's like, and it was really causing an issue for us, because let's say you order Monday, we'll source the products, we will ship it out next day, because we want to give you the best service that we can. But after we ship it, if they're, if due to COVID and the local shipping space, if you're not leaving Jamaica for 2 weeks, the customer is of course going to be upset. So in order for us to get over this challenge, we had to form relationship with other couriers, with DHL, with FedEx, to really give us that super fast shipping. So now we're looking around probably 2 to 4 business days.
Yeah.
And it's a little more expensive, but
Mhm.
we're working with them to get the cost down as much as we can.
That's really great. You've had your challenges and you've solved them.
Yes, that's all business is,
Yes.
that's all that business is.
I do want to ask though, was there ever a challenge that you had that you thought would break your business that wanted you to throw your hands in the air and give up?
I think the last one, the last one was the hardest because I wasn't seeing a way out, because it's like, me and my team, we're doing the best that we can. You order Monday, we shipping, if not Monday evening, we shipping Monday, you know?
Mhm.
And then this thing was something totally out of our control,
Yes.
So I think the last one was the most challenging because, we had customers emailing us saying, hey, I spent my money, why this thing? And I put in a tracking number, the tracking number not working, what's going on? And since I'm so big on customer service like that, it really hurt.
Mhm.
So I would say the last challenge was the most challenging.
Okay. I definitely understand that. And you are big on customer service because I got responses from you pretty quickly when I was checking on a package. Talking about customer service, how crucial do you believe it is to any business?
Oh my God, I think it's very, very crucial. I mean, there's a thing the people say, oh, in Jamaica, businesses don't understand customer service,
Mm-hmm.
which can be true. So, what I have seen is for a lot of the local online businesses, they're really emphasizing how important customer service is. So yes, I think it's incredibly important. I think in a business such as mine, things can go wrong. That's just how it is. Well, anytime it comes to shipping, logistics, things can happen. Packages can get lost. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, sometimes, as I said, stuff happens sometimes, but it's all how you handle it.
Yes.
So I think that we have found a system now that I do feel is the best way to handle it, and the
Mhm.
customers for the most part are quite happy for that.
Yes, yes. So that's good information there for all businesses who are watching and our entrepreneurs. Customer service is key
Yeah,
to navigating any issues that you may have as an entrepreneur. So, Rory, two more business questions, and then we're going to get to you as a person.
sure.
Is there anything that you would like to say to the diaspora and to Jamaicans here as it relates to Jamaican care?
Okay. Well, first and foremost, I have to say, definitely keep ordering the Jamaican care packages.
Yes.
That's the first thing. The second, I would say to the diaspora, I just really want to thank them for all of the love and support over the last couple of years. And also, I would say, to just continue having that authentic connection back to home, because I think for Jamaica to really grow as a nation, we are going to need that. We're going to need to be connected and a relationship with the diaspora. And it doesn't have to be like a one-way thing to where, okay, let me send some money. It needs to be more than that. So I would say definitely get involved with any of your local Caribbean or Jamaican associations in your city, and just find ways, how you can help out. Yeah.
Yes, awesome. And you've shared a lot of helpful information for entrepreneurs. Is there anything you want to add to tell them? Anyone who's budding or anyone who's in the game, what would you like to say to entrepreneurs?
Sure. What I always say, and is start small and start now. You know, as I said, I'm a very simple guy. I like to approach things very simple, and I feel that a lot of local entrepreneurs is like, they don't like they aren't ready to actually start. What they like to do, they like to talk about how grand and how beautiful their business or and the vision and all of that. But then when you talk to them 6 months later, nothing has been started.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk to them 6 months after that, have they started? No, but they have a business plan. And I'm just like, sure, I understand the importance of a business plan, but our entire year has passed, and I guarantee, you would have learned more about this business if you had started with a very small section of it. You would have learned so much more by dealing with customers, finding out what they really want, instead of doing all this research, writing all this business plan, and never talking to a customer. So my advice is start small and start now.
Yes, beautiful advice, Rory. All right, so let's talk about you as the person. We're going to wrap up soon.
Sure.
When you were younger, what did you want to be? And how did it differ from being an entrepreneur? No.
Well, spoiler alert, it didn't differ at all. When I was younger, I always knew I wanted to do something in business. When I was in prep school, I went to Mono Prep. I used to buy candy and sell candy at school. Then when I went to high school, I was importing the video games and computer parts from my friends. So I always knew it was going to be something in business, something in computers. Even on my graduation pic from high school, it says, like what I want to do is just to be an online entrepreneur. And this is all the way back in 2006. So, I knew from a long time ago what I wanted to do. So I'm happy that I've been able to do it, and I just want to continue it and keep growing it.
Okay, that's great. And Rory, tell us a little bit about, actually, you said that you love soca music and entertainment. Tell us about the fun parts of you when you're not actually working.
Sure. Well, I'm a very, very big movie guy. I love to go to the movies, love to go to the cinema. When certain movies come out, and people are like, let me go try to download it. I'm like, nope, I need to be in the cinema. I need to be at Carib. I need to hear the other people laughing, the other people carrying on. So I love that stuff. So unfortunately, right now, the cinemas are shut down. But I remember even during COVID, they were open for a bit, I guess during COVID. And I'm in there, sometimes I'm the only one in there out of the entire huge cinema. I'm the only one in there with my mask on because I just love the movies. I love to dance, aka soca. And I'm a very, very big family guy. Definitely was trying to just sort of give back to my parents because they have given so much to me over the years.
Okay. Thank you, Rory. So we're Destination Jamaica, so we can't leave without asking you, what do you love about being Jamaican?
I think that us Jamaicans, I think we have a certain confidence to us. We just believe, so boy, we can do anything. It don't matter how big it is, we gonna do it, we gonna get it done. And I think that's something that I have seen in my business life over the last couple of years. Is like it doesn't matter the challenge, it doesn't matter the problem. I believe that I can get it done, I can solve it. So I do think that that's one of the things that I love about being Jamaican.
Yeah. Big up to all Jamaicans listening, Caribbean people, small countries. You're large and you're great. Now, Rory, I guess the final question before you go. Any question you wish I would have asked you?
Oh, wow. What I would say is probably, yes. You probably could have asked me, what is my favorite, what is my favorite, probably Jamaican meal, Jamaican dish?
Okay, tell us.
First of all, I have to say this. I don't know. There's something about ackee. I just don't eat ackee. Don't like ackee from a child to know. So it's definitely not ackee. But I love, like, my favorite breakfast is red herring and fried dumpling.
Yeah, so I'm hungry,
probably have to go with that. Red herring and fried dumpling.
Oh my gosh, yes, that's great. You make me hungry when you forgot to whip that up. So thank you. Is red herring something? No, you don't sell that. You said the pepper shrimp. I saw pepper shrimp.
Yeah, man, we had the pepper shrimp.
Snack.
Come again?
What's your
my favorite snack? My favorite snack, it would have to be Tigers. Yeah, it would have to be Tigers. I mean, I guess a lot of people would just assume that oh wow, it must be Chippies because Chippies. I mean, Chippies is nice, But if I had to go with one, it would definitely be Tigger's.
Okay. Thank you so much. Tigger's nice, but it's hard to choose a favorite snack for me. There's like so many. But I definitely love the chocolates and the different
Mm.
Devon, I think it's Devon that I love, and Excelsior. Them crackers,
Mm.
just great.
Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
So thank you so much, Rory. It was a pleasure speaking with you, and we wish you so much success for your Jamaican care packages. And for those who are listening, thank you so much. Share this interview, check out Rory's website, Jamaican Care Packages, and support Jamaican entrepreneurs because they are truly building our little but Talawa nation. Yes.
Thanks so much for having me.
You're welcome. And do remember to subscribe for more. See you next time.
Bye-bye.